I particularly like it when my prey is frightened.
What up, what up, what up? Serial Assassin here, back with another gameplay and commentary. Alright, so the gameplay in the background is a little Battlefield 3. I'm running around with my boy Midnight and DLB. Killshot was in our party, but he didn't have Battlefield 3, so he kept on playing Black Ops 2. And he was raging and yelling and screaming and all kinds of shit in the background. So I had to lower down the game volume, because between him and me, DLB, and Midnight talking, it really didn't, it was just too much. And if I try to commentate over it, it would just get distracting. So I apologize for turning the game volume down so much, and if you guys can't hear the action going on. But it was weird because all three of us were in a party. We jumped into a game, and DLB actually got stuck on the other team, which actually makes it more entertaining and more fun for us to play, because me and Midnight's we're taking out DLB, because everybody knows DLB is a fucking beast at first-person shooters. And COD, he is amazing. Battlefield 3, I've only played with him a couple times, but he's a very intelligent young man that knows his shit. He's great at strategizing, and his aim is always on point. And he's just a really good player, and that's why I love him. I love his channel, and I enjoy supporting him. So anyway, three of us jumped in here, playing each other. Hope you guys enjoy it. I don't know what the game map is. I don't know what the game type is, but it's just a little something in the background for you guys to enjoy. It's a break from the COD theme, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So before I get into this, I want to say two things. One, the C3 tournament, the end of the second round is upon us. And we have our three victors from the second round. We have Absolute Pob, we have The Smith Plays, and we have Gaming Ethos. So I have to double check the voting count, but it looks like Pob got the bye into the finale, which to me is absolutely amazing, because Pob doesn't even have 200 subscribers, which again, that also absolutely amazes me, because I think he is a very gifted young man, and he puts so much work into his videos. They're so entertaining, they're so fresh. I don't understand how he doesn't have 10,000 subscribers, but hey, that's just me. I don't know. I maybe I'm a fanboy of Pob. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, Pob gets the bye. So in the third round, we're going to have one video. It's going to be Gaming Ethos versus The Smith Plays. And both these guys are really great commentators. They're very creative. They're very thought-provoking. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they put together in the third round, and which one of them is going to face the beast known as Absolute Pob. So anyway, real quick, there are some things I want to talk about. There's channels out there, and in the COD community, there's certain, I guess, genres of channels that I want to talk about. So, and I'm just going to talk about them. I'm going to give you my opinion on them, and then I want to hear your opinion on them. So this way, we can interact, have a conversation, and if I leave some, a genre out, let me know, because I'm not perfect. I just made this list. I thought, I tried to capture as much as I could. Hopefully, I captured them all, and you guys can't correct me. But if you do, that's great. You get a thumbs up and a prize. The prize is, my respect. So, all right. First off, gameplay channels. These are the hottest trending channels right now, especially with Black Ops 2 and the way the kill whoring has been going lately. So these channels are the 100 pluses, the 150 pluses, the 200 pluses. These channels that just seem to be absolutely destroying everything they touch. You expect to look at their combat record and see their KD is like 27, because every game their kill death ratio is like a 50 plus every freaking time. And these channels, I don't mind watching a game or two, maybe to try to pick up some strategy of how they get there. But what I find boring is the majority of them, the kills that they get, the vast majority of them are from score streaks. And to me, that's just boring. I mean, them walking around and just the swarms killing this person, a doggy's killing this person, or they're hopping up in their lodestar or whatever, and they're getting all these kills that way. To me, I don't find that entertaining. And the fact is, majority of them run around with support parties so they can get those big game plays, or they actually get other people on the other team just to die from. They run around with playing with their feet so their favorite YouTuber can get these huge gameplays. So I tend not to watch them at all, because the gameplay itself isn't that entertaining, after you've seen it once or twice. And then on top of that, their commentaries over it are rather boring because they're just talking about the gameplay and how great they are. So I really don't find them entertaining. There are some channels out there that do mix good commentaries over great gameplay. But again, it comes back down to the commentary for me, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Second is like trolling channels. Now, these trolling channels, some of them are absolutely great. I mean, Minnesota Burns is probably the biggest one out there. But again, these type of channels for me, some of their videos are entertaining, but it's hard to subscribe to them for me because it just seems like every video is just the same video. It's just a different person they're picking on. It's just very repetitive. There's not much change. It's very bleh. It gets boring after a while. So that's why I tend not to follow these trolling channels because, first couple may be great that I watch, but then after that, it's like, yeah, didn't you just do this like 3 videos ago? It's just a different 9-year-old you're picking on or whatever. So that's my thought on trolling channels. I mean, a lot of people love them. And like I said, some of them have great videos, but for me, it's just so repetitive. It gets boring. It just gets boring for me. So what do you guys think? All right. Another thing is montage clan channels. These channels are entertaining for me. I actually enjoy them. I like the creativity that they put into these montages. These people work very hard to get these clips. Hopefully, if they're not set up, but if they're legit clips, they're hard to get. They got to go through the grind of, it's not easy to get quad feeds or 5-man feeds or 6-man feeds. It's not easy. So for them to put together all these clips and then get a gifted editor to mash them all together, put them up to music and all that other stuff, I actually appreciate the artistic side of it more than I appreciate the clips. Because yes, the clips are great, but at the same time, like for a great montage, you have to have that music synchronization, the artistic feel of the montage itself, and that's what they're all about, and that's what I enjoy about them. So my personal favorite is Grizz. I think his whole Matrix series is absolutely the finest montage series I've ever watched on YouTube. So, again, just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. All right, so one more before I get into my type of channel is like LiveCom, RageCom channels. These are the channels that all they do is live commentaries while they're playing, and or they'll do rage commentaries after, while they're reviewing their gameplay, and they'll rage about what's going on in the gameplay or whatever. The Schwann's 27 is one of these. I love him. He's a codcaster / rage commentator, and I think he's great. I think he is one of the funniest motherfuckers out there right now, and I'm glad to be able to call him my friend. And then there's other live com channels. Like the biggest one that comes to mind to me is Bruce, Excalisaur's. That's all he does is live comms. And I think he's very entertaining because he's a very great player. He's very easygoing and he's entertaining. Like he's funny in, that sense. And, when he does do a regular commentary, which is very rare, it's usually very insightful, it's very thoughtful, and it's a really good job. So I like these channels. I enjoy watching them, and, they're probably, one of my favorites. And then there's channels like mine. My channel is obviously a topical commentary channel. I put entertaining gameplay in the background, and I try to think of good topics and thought-provoking topics, and topics that actually, when you're listening to them, make you want to, write down a comment or interact with me somehow. And that's what I enjoy most. I enjoy those channels that, just put up something good in the background to watch, and, whatever, if you decide to watch it, but it's all about the commentary. It's all about letting that personality come through YouTube so you feel like you have a personal connection with your favorite commentator. And to me, that's what it's all about. But then, there's other channels like, community channels, and I'm sure there's other varieties or of mixtures or whatever in the background that, you guys may watch. But to me, they're like the big gaming type channels. So I want to know what do you guys like watching the most, and, what appeals to you the most. And, if you like something that I don't, try to convince me, why I should watch them. What's so entertaining about them? Like the gameplay channels or the trolling channels. Like, what keeps you coming back to those channels, subscribing, and supporting them? I'm just curious because, to me, the repetition of the same thing over and over again, it gets boring and I can't stay engaged. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the topic. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background. So I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out and peace.